This is our review of Strange Darlings. This is all spoilers. I done gave y'all 3 weeks to watch it. I even made a video with no review at all. I just told y'all to get y'all asses out there and watch the movie. Hopefully y'all did that. But if you want to see this movie, please turn this off. I want you to go in there blind. All right. So we'll go over the whole story and just add our 2 and 3 cents in as we go. All right. So Strange Darlings, it's a movie about a serial killer, right?
The last killings of a serial killer on their rampage.
Yeah.
So the way this movie was told, they divided up into chapters. It's one of those type movies, and it was told in
six chapters. Oh,
it was told in what's that word?
Non-linear.
Yeah, non-linear. It was told in non-linear with the chapters. So like it popped up. It was like chapter 5. That's how the movie started, or one of the chapters, but not one. So that was a big part of it. But yeah, basically the last killings of a serial killer. What else is the tagline for that movie?
That's it, pretty much. we see the girl. Do she got a name?
The lady.
It's just the lady.
Mm-hmm.
So we see the lady running in the opening scene, and she's running from the demon.
Yeah. The car chase.
Oh, the car chase starts off with a fucking bang. The car chase was intense, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Like him just driving that car, like even them showing that F-150 fucking eating up that fucking highway. That nigga was on a fucking mission, was he not?
He was.
and
coke on the way, yeah. Coke in one hand and wheel in the other, baby.
I said, "This is America. You don't want to."
He was about business.
Hey, I was scared for her life. and then like the coke must like just powered up. That nigga hit the brake. He pulled out that shotty.
Wow. Line that shit up in the sights.
That was a great opening scene. It was very
what
the fuck is going on here?
Yeah. It definitely grabbed you. Yeah. When he stopped, I didn't know why he was stopping. Yeah. I saw him get out and aim. I'm like, this nigga about to hit this shot? Did he?
Quitter too.
Yeah, the movie got you right away. And you don't know what's going on. You literally don't know what's going on. It's just chaos. A man chasing a woman, look like he's trying to kill her. That's all you know.
Yep.
And the movie takes you on a hell of a wild ride.
Yep.
Hell of a wild ride.
So yeah, she fall out the car and she somehow run into the woods and get away from him. So I think she run the opposite side, so he don't know where she at.
Right. Yeah.
One thing I didn't get, so in the woods, she found that bottle of liquor and some bandages or something. Mm-hmm. Like, is that her stash or was that the other people's stash?
No, I think that was actually I didn't think as I was watching it, I'm like, why is that there?
Yeah.
But now I think it's one of the couple, the Doomsdayer, the mountain people. They're doomsday preppers. Yeah. So they got shit everywhere, stashes everywhere. Damn, did they ever show the mountain people smoking?
I don't think so. Why?
Just because there was a pack of cigarettes with the vodka. Anyway, that's how I just assumed just now, like came to the conclusion it had to been the mountain people just prepping shit. There's no reason,
She was surprised she saw it.
Yeah, there's no reason why vodka and cigarettes would be in the middle of the fucking woods.
Yeah.
So,
she do a hell of an acting job when she put the liquor on her messed up ear and just showing that pain. That shit was intense.
Mm-hmm.
And they let us see all of that shit. Or they make us sit through all of it. Like it wasn't like hard to see. It was hard. Her acting was so good it made it hard to see, but it wasn't gory like.
Right.
So they go from there and then
she knocks on the door and they answer and she collapses.
Yeah.
Says, help me.
And then that's chapter 3. That's the
Okay.
end of chapter 3. Now they're on the date in the car, right?
Mm-hmm.
So did they meet at a bar or did they meet on dating site? Dating app?
They never show it, but I think it was in a bar.
Okay. So they're on a date in the car and it's about that time for, you know what I mean, get the draws done. And so she's just prepping this dude, just going through her due diligence as a woman, just making sure this is a safe interaction for her or whatnot. Mm-hmm. And they have a really good conversation.
They do a great conversation, yeah.
And I like the blue, like it looks the way it's filmed. It looked really good.
They made a point to say it was shot in 33 millimeter.
Yeah, that too. Even though I should know this, but I don't know what 30. I know it's not.
I didn't care.
Shit.
Yeah, I was like, whatever. Like, get on with the movie.
You motherfuckers online love that shit though. But cool.
Yeah.
But I thought their conversation was really good. It was very believable.
Mm-hmm.
I do my fair share of dating, so I gotta tell motherfuckers, yeah, man, I got a kid at home, man. I can't be murdering motherfuckers out here. But and she makes some very good points. It's like, for me to have a little fun, like this shit is life or death for me. Like for y'all, it's just like
He literally said, "Damn, I never thought of it that way." She's like, "Yeah, why would you?
Why would you?"
Yep.
The perspective. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So a very good conversation. They show his pistol in the back. What are you thinking at this time?
At this time, I'm like, I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah. Like, how did we get to the chase scene that they just showed us? And I had no idea. I still had no idea.
Yeah.
Of course, the trailer leads you to believe. Spoiler. The trailer leads you to believe he's a serial killer. Yeah. So of course I'm thinking he's the bad guy in it. But I'm a back up a little bit. How we talked about how social media, other people's views, other people's opinions can fuck up a movie experience. Mm-hmm. I didn't see any spoilers online, but I just saw talk of the movie online. I knew there was a twist coming, right? That fucked it up for me. Like
you're hunting for it.
I'm hunting for it. I know there's something more to just he's a serial killer. He's trying to kill her. Boom. I know there's something more, so I'm waiting for it. I'm anticipating it. I'm watching it with one eye open. All right, motherfucker, come on. So that ruined my social media. Not ruined. I still had a good time, but
my social media ruined. I said it was a twist. I never said nothing about a twist. I just said go see it.
That's what ruined it for me. Because I know you. So I know you. So like I even stopped your TikTok as soon as you started was happy about you like talking to I was like, I can't watch it. I literally knew, okay, motherfucker, there's something in it that was just like got you hyped like that. So
I thought I did a good job of putting my hands off like, hey man, go see this. I'll put this right here, man. Y'all need to go see this.
Yeah, I didn't want to tell you. You definitely ruined it for me. You ruined the pop.
What else supposed to do?
You're right. Yeah, whatever.
That's the best I can do, right?
Yeah, that was the best you could do. So yeah, they're talking in the car. That's where I was at. I'm just like, okay, where are we going now? What's next? Keep painting this picture for me because I'm ready for some twisty shit. So moving on to.
Oh, well, I was thinking
because
I assumed he was the killer or whatever. So I'm like, either what makes this something. I feel like something make this nigga snap. You know what I mean?
Yep. I'm pretty sure it goes to the mountain people, and they just sitting at the table laughing at each other. I was like, they just high? Are they just having a good time as old people?
Yeah.
And then he made their breakfast. I thought there was something behind that breakfast. How weird it was. Yeah. I'm like, are they crazy too? Like, are they gonna are they fucking cannibals? Like, I was very like, where is that going?
Yeah.
But it was just they fucking eat like hippies.
Sunday dinner, baby.
Yeah, they fucking hippies. He said he's an old biker, but yeah, they made this big breakfast and he used like a whole stick of butter. He used probably 2 sticks of butter.
Whole jar of jelly. That was
jelly. I know.
I was okay with everything. The jelly is what pissed me off. I can't eat it now.
Nah, nigga, that butter. I love some butter, but that shit looked like it was a soup sandwich of butter. So yeah, they just made this really heavy jelly, heavy butter breakfast for these old people, and then they was getting down on that shit.
An atomic McGriddle. That's what that motherfucker was.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, an atomic perfect way. So so they had that, and then they had the knock at the door, and then that was the third chapter that we got to see, and then that's when we that's when we
invite her in,
and she kills the husband. We learned that in the third.
She kill the other that quick?
Yeah.
No, because we probably go to the hotel room. So So
Yeah, because we saw when dude was clearing the house with the rifle,
yeah,
and then we saw the husband on the
yeah,
ground
before we saw
her kill him.
Yeah.
So maybe it was the hotel.
They spent a lot of time with that couple and showing him make the breakfast and shit.
Okay.
They was playing puzzles. They was eating breakfast. Then she came to the door and they wasn't about to fuck with her. You know, so yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, and then they go to the hotel room.
Yeah.
So we get in the hotel room. Oh, the demon's music, his
oh my
music
God,
is out of sight.
Out of sight.
So like I said, the demon, he's got this badass fucking is that a guitar?
I didn't really pay attention to the actual instrument, but
anyway, whatever it is, his theme music is fucking with Michael Myers' Halloween.
Absolutely,
fucking soundtrack.
absolutely. It'd be pure silence, and then they cut to him, and it'd be doo doo, and it was fucking rattling in a non-Dobley movie. And it was the director hit that shit on point. That shit was, hey, we want you to believe that he's the bad guy, and he was a man on a fucking mission. And that music nailed that shit home.
And him as the actor embodied every aspect of that.
And
shit.
damn near silence for the first. Well,
a lot of the first part was quiet.
Yeah, his presence was a motherfucker, and the music was.
So when we get back, they're in the hotel room and he's choking her. So we like, oh, the nigga done snapped. But they're kind of role playing their BDSM. She likes to be is it taken advantage of, or she likes to be manhandled and put fear in her heart and punished a little bit in the bedroom consensually. And he's just playing a role for her. And he's not giving what she wants. She's not fearing for her life. So she stops him a couple times on and off.
And he's being very respectful about it. He be showing real concern. Like, I don't know if this is he was like, I was like, man, this is I was thinking at that point, I'm like, man, he's doing a really good job of pretending to not be a serial killer. Yeah, so that was very dope. I thought that was very good.
Because it got you thinking, like, what's going on here? Like, he's a stand-up guy. Give him some cheeks. What you doing?
Yeah.
But that was very evil manipulation that she was performing on him, and you could tell she was doing it to push his buttons. You know what I'm saying? And she might have been trying to do it to get herself there, but the lines were too blurred. That's the dangerous game with somebody that you don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's some shit you do in a relationship. Or something
exactly,
like that. They were doing very advanced shit for a bar hookup.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, no, for sure they were. You don't do that with just any old motherfucker.
Yeah, but, I mean, she had a safe word and shit, and it worked. But he just wasn't feeling that shit.
Yeah, he's trying to get himself to what she's demanding of him, as far as putting the fear of death into her,
which gets her going.
And then he turned that shit up a notch and give her pretty much exactly what she wants, and she got to use the safe word. And she telling him he did a good. Did she tell him he do a good job, or she cussed his ass up?
No, she said you did good. She just said I needed a break.
Yeah, she needed a break. But yeah, after the break, then she kept on trying to turn him up and turn him down, turn him up and turn him down, just fucking playing games with the dude. We go from there to back to I'm assuming the house.
Back to the mountain people.
Mountain house. And he's in the house by now, right? Looking for her.
Yep.
And we see the mountain couple that's dead.
No, we see the husband is dead.
The husband is dead, and she's hiding in the refrigerator.
Yep, and that's all we see. She's hiding somewhere. We don't know it's the fridge yet. Yeah. You see the husband dead. You don't know where the wife is, and the psycho dude is hunting her, and that's all you know. So you still think he's the bad guy in this.
This chapter was here, kitty. He's shooting everything she might be hiding in. That motherfucker was on a fucking mission.
Yes, he was.
Yeah. So eventually he's frustrated. He can't find her. He go out to have a cigarette in the backyard, and he see the frozen turkeys.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this? And he realized, oh, she's hiding
in the deep freezer. Yep.
That motherfucker blasted that motherfucking freezer. Did it knock her out or something?
No, he just missed her. I don't know. So I didn't know if his intention was to Scared? Well, no, he had to been trying to kill her. He don't know where she's at in the fridge.
Yeah.
So he was trying to kill her, but she just was, so low, it just missed her.
But like when
he opened the fridge, he knocked her out. That's what it was.
He punched her?
With the butt of the gun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. He was waiting for her to wake up. Okay.
Yeah. Because I was confused about that too, because I didn't really remember him knocking her out. But I went and read it, and it says that he knocked her out when he opened the fridge. So I don't know if he was that quick or what, because, yeah.
We find her in the refrigerator, and then they take us back to the hotel scene, and she's steady fucking with this dude. And eventually she tells him,
"It's my birthday, let's do some cocaine."
Yeah. And it gets me really horny.
Yeah. He's like, all right, cool.
He do it.
He was hesitant, but he did it.
She basically tricked him. She gave him ketamine instead of cocaine. And so she fucks with him again.
Pretty much paralyzes him.
Yeah. She acting like they about to get it on. He said, and she stopped him. He eventually say, "Fuck you, I'm leaving."
Oh,
and he tried to leave, and then the ketamine hits, and he's convulsing and shit, and he's paralyzed
pretty much. Yeah.
She bring him back into the room. She go back in the bathroom and she check his wallet and stuff.
Yeah.
Yep. And she sees that he's a sheriff or a cop. So
I think her first. I think our first
reveal of who she really is
when she stabbed the husband.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Then it's her carving her names in them and then going to the bathroom and coming back.
Even when she stabbed the mountain people, I didn't necessarily think she was the killer yet. Did you? You thought you automatically thought she was the killer?
Okay. So when she stabbed the husband, I'm like, okay, yep. And then I was like, damn, what did I think? I said, I knew she just wasn't some innocent person in all this. I'm like, you just randomly killed the husband, but I just didn't know because we hadn't seen the ketamine yet, right?
Yeah. So she stabbed him. I knew she didn't want cops involved, but I didn't necessarily think she was the bad guy. I thought she just whatever going on in her life. I don't want the cops involved. I have to do this.
Okay, yeah, I didn't figure out that like she's the killer and all that shit yet either. I was probably kind of where you at, but maybe just a little bit further of like, okay, motherfucker, you're not innocent. You're not some innocent victim in this.
Yeah.
I just didn't know to the what extent.
Yeah.
Okay, so now she goes back to carving him.
Yeah. So she carved him. She see that he's a cop, and then she's about to finish him off.
Mm-hmm.
And my nigga that came to a little bit, just enough to reach
to save his fucking life.
The little pistol, and as she's about to dig the knife into him, he pops her ass and
shot her ear off.
Shot her in the ear. So now she's in a mad chase, talking about he's crazy, he's crazy.
My nigga next door said he's got a gun. Nigga, I do too. I love that. I don't know why I like that. That tickled me a lot. I was like,
so my thing for this guy, that the neighbor that has a gun too. So you about to go in there, guns a blazing, and save the world, or like,
no? He was just.
I understand he has I understand I have a gun to protect myself, but I don't want them problems. Do you want the problems?
He didn't seek out them out. He just went back into his room like, hey, motherfucker, you come over here. I got one too, just so you know. Yeah, he didn't go into he went right back into his room. I was like, hey, just so you know, motherfucker, don't come knocking on my door.
Oh, I thought I guess I took it as I got one too. Where this nigga at?
Nah. He said I got one too. Just so you know, goddamn. Don't knock on my door. But, that's what I got. Yeah, that was
Where did this take place? Was it in Washington? It was somewhere like in
Oregon.
Yeah,
I think I saw Oregon. Yeah,
because immediately with the guns, I was thinking Texas. Especially at the beginning with him pulling out the shotty pump and going through the sunroof and fucking blast.
So they show her running. She's running. She's got her ear blown off. She's running for her life. She don't know what the fuck is it. Well, the dude's got a gun. She's running for her life. She runs to the hotel lobby and is asking for help for the from the hotel employee and one of the customers trying to check in, whatever like that. And the hotel employees seemed like, oh, I've seen this before. She was just like, all right, we'll lock the door and call for help. And
her ears blown off, but I've seen this shit before. You're fine.
Yeah. And then the customer, who looked like she was like some kind of nurse or doctor or something like that, she was just like, hey man, I don't want nothing to do with this. I just love it. Just seemed very natural.
Yeah.
Like there's different reactions from different people, man. You have people that can't handle stress in some kind of situations or like some people just like, hey man, I see you got shit going on. I don't want to be a part of this. Let me out.
For real.
Yeah. And I definitely felt that nurse or doctor, whatever like that, just like that was perfectly portrayed.
Yep.
And then when she stabbed Hotel, yeah, person.
So that she was about to call the police. She had to stab her.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I didn't know. Yeah, I was like, yeah, you're fucking, you're crazy.
Yeah. And then, did you think she was gonna kill the other girl?
Yeah, and I'm glad she didn't.
Yeah,
I'm glad she didn't. Yeah, she just took her clothes and her keys. But it seems like she only kills when she's threatened or when she sees devils. She said that comes on later in the movie. I want to talk on that later. But so yeah, she takes girls' keys, boom, and then we go back to what?
Then that shows where we started at, where the car chase. So then the story takes us to probably take us to the refrigerator or to the freezer.
Yep, he makes his call. He calls a couple cop buddies.
Yep.
Hey man, I'm into some shit.
Yep.
Come help me out.
And at that point, for some reason, I was watching it the first time. I was thinking like, damn, he is some shit, but he really hadn't did nothing yet.
No, not at all.
Yeah, so he did the right thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. He was in pursuit of a fucking killer. Yeah. Hey, motherfucker, blast away, goddamn it. Boom. They go to the next chapter of he makes the call to his backup buddies, say, hey, I'm in some trouble. Come here. And he pulls out a chair, sits, and waits for her to wake up. Handcuffs her to the fridge first, which I thank you for logic. Yeah. I love that. Did you see when she killed the husband, and she was like, okay, where do I hide? And then she was hiding. Did you see she grabbed the bear mace and then went into the fridge? Okay.
I was waiting for that the whole time. The mace.
Oh, okay, yeah, so was I. Okay, I didn't know if the rest of the audience saw that because it seemed very quick, but I saw it. So yeah, I was anticipating her to wake up and spray his ass. I thought she was gonna do it when he was handcuffing her. But I wanted to say thank you for just logical thinking. Like, yes, handcuff her to that shit and get distance. Yeah. I hate in movies when they stand over a motherfucker like doing things. Like that's when you get a fucking knife up the neck or some random shit. Like distance is your friend always. Yeah. So handcuff, boom, I'm like, cool. But now I'm like, oh, well, she got fucking bear mace. That shit's about to fuck him up. So go ahead.
So you got the call. Oh, she finally comes to, and they're having a conversation, right?
Yep.
What are they talking about?
Damn, what are they talking about? I don't remember the conversation.
Me either. It's probably something deep, but anyways. So they're waiting on the people to come.
I feel like she was doing most of the talking too.
She was. That's how she's lulled him to sleep and maced his monkey ass. That's what it was. And how did she? Did he must have got close to her.
Yeah, so like, she maced him. I was like, man, I didn't know how. I was like, please fight through it. But he was and then he like ran into her, and then she bit that nigga's jugular. Yeah. I didn't know she bit him at first when they was close. I was like, oh, she's biting that motherfucker. And I was like, I thought when they pulled away, like it was just gonna be like but no, it was like death bite. Yeah, and I was like, damn, because I wanted him to win.
Yeah. What I like about what they did with her is her explaining herself like I don't want to kill you, and then in that one she told this is later, but she told somebody I'm in survival mode.
That shit was dope as fuck. She said that not to make what she did right. Obviously, she's a serial killer, but like survival mode is a motherfucker. What you can do in survival mode,
it gives the movie some like realism or
credibility and realism. Yeah. Because survival mode is let's say backing an animal into a corner. That's literally what she was doing. She's like, I'm going to do whatever I have to do to get out of this fucking situation I'm in. And they portrayed that shit dope as hell. So she bites him, rips his jugular, he bleeds out. I was like, damn, I wanted my nigga to win because he wasn't the bad guy. Yeah. Drags him, but then the backup comes in. What did she do when she put her pants down? Was she just make it look like she was raped? Okay, but I thought I saw her stick her hand up herself too, though, or was that just?
She probably I don't know.
Maybe did it to make herself bleed a little bit.
Maybe I don't know.
Okay, I saw her pull her pants down. Okay, I knew what she was doing, but I thought I saw her like penetrate herself.
That's probably so. It looked like it was a penetration. Yeah, okay. He didn't fuck that night. All that shit for no pussy, huh?
Whole fella. So, backup comes. And once again, I love the logic and the credibility and the realism of that. You got the grizzled fucking vet and then who's probably training in this newer officer. He's like, hey, motherfucker, this ain't my first time doing this shit. We don't know. And I speak from experience. You walk into these, I've seen some gruesome shit. You don't know what you're walking into. You don't know who's who. Don't touch nothing. Don't do nothing.
And that's my man's.
Yeah, and that's my man's. Yeah, who just called for help, and he's like, he's got his neck bit. He's dead. She's alive and bleeding, or she's alive and talking. That's good enough to leave that alone. She's not bleeding to death from some wound or something like that.
She started convulsing. She was in survival mode, baby.
Survival mode, yeah. But I love that the veteran officer was doing everything right. He's like, hey man, something ain't right. Stop. Like, we don't know who the victim, and this fucking young ass cop like, yeah, I gotta some help. Dumb bitch. I was so mad, but that was perfectly done.
The abuse of women privilege was all through this motherfucker.
That was perfectly done. Yeah, she definitely used that shit. And then, but so when they were talking about what to do and all that shit like that, I didn't know they were going to take it to, let's just put her in the back seat and drive away. So when they cut to the scene of them driving away, it was just right after that scene. When they went to the scene of them driving away, her in the back seat, I was like, oh, that's what y'all are going to do? That's what you decided to do? I thought you would just render some aid right there and wait for everything, wait for the backup to come. That was really stupid even for him. Like, you don't put her in the back seat and then just drive to the fucking hospital. Like, you don't even do that as a fucking veteran.
So I was fucking with him, but he, at the end of the day, he allowed his inferior person to win. Or
he did.
He's the superior. What do y'all call the person under y'all?
Officer in training or recruit or just
he allowed her to win. It's like, you got to be better than that.
Yeah, but she was seizing.
Yeah.
So she
seizing the car. She's right here. And let her seize it out, because you're not supposed to touch people when they seize it.
No, yeah.
Or you're supposed to protect them from hitting their head or something. But
so yeah, that was great writing or acting, or however you want to put it. That was like I said, from experience. That's how that shit is supposed to look. Yeah. And he got played, man. And he fucking paid his life for that shit. I was hurt by that. I was like, damn, that was dope, because that's he. What did he say? Yeah, he said, you stupid bitch. I felt that shit. I'm like, yeah, you dumb. I almost yelled at the fucking movie theater. Yeah, dumb bitch.
Yeah, we didn't even explain what happened. So they put her in the back of the car, and they run into the lady mountaineer, the mountain lady.
Oh yeah, so we didn't really say that the wife ran away.
Yeah.
When she killed the husband, back up a little bit. When the electric lady kills the husband, the wife sees it, and how did the wife get away?
Because she's walking her somewhere. She wants to tie the wife up, remember?
Oh, yeah.
How's the best way to do it? She didn't want to kill her. She was like, you can tie me in the shed. And once they got outside, wife
just started running,
Yeah. Because when she had the knife, she didn't have no gun. So, I'm dipping on your ass, bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, so the wife just takes off running into the woods. Old lady. And then, so back to the cops driving the electric lady in the back seat to the hospital. They see an old lady walking down the street, and they pull up. What's going on? And the old lady's hysterical. She killed my husband, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, damn, I knew what was coming.
Yeah.
And then, the electric lady shoots the wife and then holds the officers at gunpoint. It's like, give me your guns. And my nigga was like, you dumb bitch. I felt that shit so much. I'm like, I know he's going to die. Like, I just knew that.
And then the lady survived.
Yeah.
The dummy.
Yeah. So, so what I thought was pretty dope was when he stopped and she was talking to him, and he was just trying to talk to her, and he was like, why are you doing this or something like that? Or why, whatever. And she was just like, she said, sometimes I don't see humans. Sometimes I see devils. Mm-hmm. And then they had like a microsecond flash of some image. Mm-hmm. And like, was that the first time they did that?
No, they did it.
She
saw it in the hotel room with the demon dude.
Yeah. I thought that was dope, because usually they show a little bit more of that flash. I couldn't tell what it was, but I'm sure it was a devil.
Very quick,
Very quick. I couldn't make it out at all. I just knew it was red.
Yeah.
But it's obviously like a devil thing, and then her facial acting, so fucking perv.
The acting in this movie was top fucking notch.
Yeah, because when she was in the back seat and she was asking him, she's like, sometimes I see you, sometimes I see devils. Like, you could tell, like, she wanted to let him live. Like, she's been saying all movie, I don't want to kill you. And then you can see the flash she had, she's like, he's a devil. And then they zoomed out and then he popped him in the head.
Yeah.
I thought that was very well done. It's so believable. And just how, crazy and mentally ill, whatever the fuck she had going on. She literally didn't have to kill him. She literally killed him because he looked like a devil to her. So I thought that was dope.
After that, she started walking, right?
Yeah, she has 3 guns. I was counting. She has 3 guns on her. And I knew where they were too. So yeah, she just starts walking. And then I was like, where is she
going?
Yeah, I was like, where's the movie going now? Like, I was kind of like, not like wrap it up, but I'm like, how are they gonna end this?
No, that's how I was like wrapping up. Like, what are we doing?
I guess so. Yeah. I was like, how is it? Yeah, wrap this shit up. So she's walking, and then she sees an innocent person driving. And says, hey, help me! And the innocent person helps her, and then she starts driving her away to a hospital, and then she tries to pull out her gun. Hey, motherfucker, Oregon people pack heat. I got one too, god damn it. Pow!
That's really why I thought it was Texas. She had a cowboy hat on, but I guess I don't know Oregon culture, but yeah.
Oregon is probably like a lot of farmland and shit like that. Yeah.
She was ready for that shit.
Wow, yeah.
Quick drop.
She did. Quick draw her ass, god damn it. And then but then so like when she was bleeding out, I'm like, is she reaching for the other gun? I was looked like she was trying to reach for the other gun. But like that whole, she's like dying for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I was like,
so what I think it's open ended.
No, she's dead.
You think she's dead?
She definitely dead. I saw her take her last breath. She's like, stop moving.
I feel like that leaves a tiny bit of room in case we want to continue the story.
Nah, that's not the kind of movie you keep doing.
You don't think so?
Nah, I don't think so at all.
Why let it linger that long?
Because that was great cinematography. Her dying, like at first I was like, okay, but then like first I was like, she pulling up the other gun, but then like
she kept on doing it. Like,
yeah, but like I don't know. For me, it was like dying's not as cut and dry as people think it is. Yeah. You're bleeding to death. Bleeding to death, you can bleed out for like a long time. Yeah. You can bleed out in 2 minutes. You can bleed out for 30 minutes. So like she was just fighting it and just like dying. She was literally dying, but in survival mode. She was still trying to, and then I saw her take her last breath and then she died.
I think off screen she killed that lady. It's going to be a part 2.
Absolutely not. I was annoyed with the lady still driving and making the phone call. Like, yeah, I just shot this person. I'm driving her in.
Kick that motherfucker out.
yeah, motherfucker, you just shot somebody, and they have a gun. Like, but secure yourself a little bit.
Is it rules like you gotta give them first aid or something, or call? Like, you gotta stay there with
in certain
body,
states.
Right?
In certain states, you probably have to try to render some aid. Yeah. But circumstantially, they would understand. Like, it has to be a very safe situation for you to render aid. If you don't feel like, hey, there might have been a dude somewhere down the road in the woods. So I just was annoyed that she was just driving and on the phone. Like, this person just tried to shoot you, and you're focusing on the road on the phone, and she still has a gun. Like, I'm either putting another bullet in your head, or I'm stopping and securing you, or kicking you out, or we're just gonna wait here, like the dude's trying to do. Just everybody, don't move, don't do anything, motherfucker, don't. So that was kind of annoying, but it was. So yeah, my ending was she died. She's dead. Because it says the last killings of her spree.
Had to lay low for a while. She ain't came to
the electric lady was dead, man. But
so overall thoughts?
I thought it was a great movie. I had a great time. I gave it. Oh, we didn't do the rating.
We can do it right now.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
I feel like now I want to give it 2, but I can't do that. You know what actually affected me?
What?
So me and my wife, we went and saw. Yesterday, we saw Blink twice, and then we immediately went to see Strange Darling. And from the time I got out of my seat for Blink twice, used the bathroom, and sat down in Strange Darling literally started. I had you talked about this in the other movie. I had no buffer. I sat down and I had to be on, and that movie started. Wow! Like, it was go! No fucking tickling warm up. Go now. So that really affected me. I even said it like right away. I'm like, damn, I'm not comfortable yet. I'm not ready to pay attention yet. So I don't know why, but that did affect my overall score of giving it a 1 thumbs up. It was a great movie. Great movie. I had a great time. I truly do want to give it 2 thumbs up now, but that affected it.
You're just making me sound like a genius. Like it truly does affect when y'all. I was hoping because I realized I didn't call you back and tell you, oh, we're not doing the thing because the movie started. I thought you. I
was trying to get you. I thought you were in the car.
I assumed you knew that. Oh, Strange Darling is about to start. I'm in the movie theater already, so I was hoping like, damn, I hope he get in here. I hope I didn't fuck up his experience because actually when I saw it the first time, I missed the whole. This is the last murders of the person. When I walked in, it said Strange Darling, and I saw her running. That's what, so. But yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I know we don't do editing for reviews, but out of theater, I gave it a thumbs up. The next day, I gave it 2 thumbs up. It was a great movie, very well done. A good time. Yeah, like you was saying in your first video, that's a movie people should see. That's a very good, what do you call it, like a B tier movie, not a blockbuster.
Breakthrough bangers. That's what I'm
breakthrough bangers. Yeah. It was some no name people. Actually, I don't know them.
They say that dude is in. Well, the dude is into some stuff.
Is he?
That's what I've been hearing. So he's in Smile. He's the last dude on the first Smile.
Oh, okay.
And then they say he's in Nightmare on Elm Street, the 2010 one. I don't know who he plays, but yeah.
But yeah, the movie was dope as hell. That was definitely refreshing. That was some different shit. And social media ruined it again by just telling me that there was a twist coming. So if I would have went to that butt booty naked, it probably would have got this for sure.
Yeah, I went to a butt booty naked. I saw a preview, but
I saw a preview too, but the preview was dope. It was just he's the killer. That's all you know.
Yeah,
and they didn't give away anything else.
And it was one of the previews. Like I remember it. I remember seeing it and wanting to see it, but I don't remember what the preview showed me. And then I saw a couple people like, go see this, and I cut it off. I'm like, let me make sure I get this one in. So, yeah.
Yeah, Strange Darling was dope.
If you ain't seen it, go see it.
All right, so I had to do go back to my notes, because my top 5 for August is different, obviously, but number 5 for me was Trap. And it's because I only saw 5 movies in August. So I had to put Trap on there. If I could, Trap would be dead fucking last anywhere on any list, because Trap was trash to me. I didn't like it at all. So I had to put it as number 5. I didn't enjoy it. Moving on.
I enjoyed Trap, but it didn't make my top 5. My number 4 was Blink Twice. Y'all saw the review. I enjoyed it, but like I said, it was some fucking heat this month, and shit, it got where it got.
See, I feel like I'm giving credit to Trap, it being in my top 5. I don't want it to be in my top 5, but it has to be.
Be a better cinephile. Give it your cinephile
life. Number 4 to me, I'm changing mine right now. Number 4 to me was Alien Romulus, and I literally just changed it on the fly because of some shit we just talked about. And my rating changing in another movie that's going to come up. Alien Romulus, I had a great time with it. It was fun. It was a good entry into the franchise. I love the practicality in that movie. I've seen a lot of movies where it's all straight CGI, and I knew going into it that they made a point of making it, of using practical props. Even the main baddie at the end was a real person, which is really freaky when you think about it, because the motherfucker was like 7 feet tall, 7 inches. So I had a great time with Alien. It was just a fun ride. Yeah.
Number 3 for me was Inside Out. Just a dope ass movie. I had fun at the theater with my daughter and my nieces and nephews, and it was something for everybody to love.
Number 3 for me would be Strange Darling. It's close. Again, I'm kind of doing this on the fly because our breakdown of Strange Darling makes me rate it much higher. It was the outside circumstances that made me give it the first out of theater reaction review that I gave it. Social media and my not having a buffer between movies. But Strange Darling number 3, Dope movie. It being number 3 shouldn't reflect how good of a movie it is. But just because of the other 2 that I have to put it at number 3. So
Number 2 for me was It Ends With Us. Movie not on my radar, something I wouldn't want to see chick flick, but it was superb. The acting was good. Everybody's chemistry in the movie was good. The message was good and powerful. I enjoyed it. I like the perspective it had on it. As a person that doesn't see from that lens, it allowed me to see it from somebody else's perspective. That situation.
that was number 2. My number 2 was Blink Twice. I just had a good time from beginning to end with that movie, trying to figure it out. It had me on a nice little roller coaster ride. The only thing that really ruined it was that disclaimer towards at the beginning. But Blink Twice was really good. I really liked Channing Tatum's performance, and I'm excited to see more from Zoe Kravitz directing.
And my number 1 was Strange Darlings, or Strange Darlene. This was an uppercut from hell, and it sent me straight to heaven. But this will be a top 5 movie of the year for me.
My number 1 was Cuckoo. It was very different. It had that tense. It was just a different kind of. It actually wasn't really that different of a horror movie, but it was weird, and entertaining, and it just had me wanting more and not really wanting more. It had me wanting to figure it out and wanting to. It just had me entertained. Like I don't know. I forgot what we said in our review for that movie, but just I enjoyed that movie. I couldn't figure it out, and it just had me asking questions at the end. I like when a movie has you asking questions at the end.
And I saw Cuckoo too, and I enjoyed it, but I needed either a conversation about it. I don't think we reviewed it, so I either need a conversation about it or to rewatch it again to get some of my questions answered. Because I remember my out of theater reaction was like, I didn't, because it was some stuff I was left unsaid.
Right.
So, our top 5 for August. September got some bangers. Get your ass to the movies. Beetlejuice this Thursday.
Yeah, Beetlejuice to be exact.
Good stuff.
Nope.